Okay, so for this example, this is in rearranging the formula to y is equal to mx plus c. It's Thursday's lesson, so I'm going to do these two examples with you. So we've got a 2y minus 6x is equal to 8, and we've been asked to rearrange the equation and sketch its graph. Okay, so rearranging the equation, when we're rearranging, we're wanting to get it in the form y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, that's the aim. Okay, so we can see we've already got our 2y on the left hand side, right? So we don't want our negative 6x to be there. So what we're going to do is add 6x to both sides. Okay, I'm just going to write it again here so I've got a bit more space to write underneath to balance it. So we're adding 6x to both sides, which means on the left I'm just going to be left with 2y. Okay, and then I'm going to write it as 6x plus 8. Okay, you can write 8 plus 6x if you want, but again, you want it in the form something x plus or minus a number, so it's best to write it like this. Okay, it's not finished yet because it's not y is equal to, so we're multiplying by 2, right? So the opposite to multiplying by 2 would be to divide both sides by 2. Okay, so that's going to leave you with y is equal to 6 over 2 is 3, so that's 3x. So your gradient's 3, and then plus 8 over 2, which is 4, so your y-intercept's 4. Okay, now if we're going to sketch the graph, you should be pretty confident with this by now, we've done it quite a lot. So pick your 3x values, 0, 1 and 2. You're going to substitute all your x values in for x in your equation. Okay, so we're going to have y is equal to 3 times 0 plus 4, which is going to give us 4. Let's put that in there. Then we're going to do the same with 1, so 3 times 1 add 4 will give you 7. And then again, 3 times 2 add 4 is going to give you 10. Okay, I'm going to rub this out so I have space. Okay, and then we're just sketching it the exact same as before. Okay, so your y-axis is going to need to be pretty tall. Okay, so you've got your x-axis, your y-axis. I'm just going to quickly do that up in 2s. Okay. Okay, so I've got 0, 4, right? So 0 along 4 up. I've got 1, 7, 1 along 7 up. And then I've got 2, 10, 2 along 10 up. Okay, obviously yours will be a lot neater. You'll have squares and a ruler. Okay, and I'm just going to label that y is equal to 3x plus 4. Okay. Right, part B. Last one. Okay, so part B is 2x plus 4y minus 8 is equal to 0. Okay, so the aim is to get this in the form y is equal to mx plus c. Okay, so we want to keep the 4y on the left hand side, right, but we want to move the 2x and the negative 8. Alright, so I'll do it in steps. So I'm going to subtract the 2x from both sides to start with, okay, which is going to leave me with 4y minus 8 is equal to negative 2x on the right. Okay, I only want the 4y on the left for now, so to get rid of the negative 8, I'm going to balance it and add 8 to both sides. So I'm going to have 4y is equal to negative 2x plus 8. And then I'm dividing both sides by 4. Okay, which is going to give me y is equal to negative 2 over 4 is negative a half x, so your gradient's negative a half. And then 8 over 4 is 2. Okay, and then we want to sketch this, so get your x and y values, so 0, 1 and 2. Remember, you don't have to pick 0, 1 and 2. Okay, so now I've got my x values, I'm going to put these in. Just draw a line down there so it's a little bit neater. Okay, so if x is 0, and put that in, so negative a half times 0 is 0, add 2 gives me 2. Okay, do the same with 1. Okay, negative a half times 1 is negative a half. We're going to add on 2, which is going to give us 1.5 or 1.5. Okay, and then do the same again with 2. So negative a half times 2 plus 2. Okay, negative a half times 2 is going to give you negative 1. Add on the 2 gives you 1. Okay, so I'll just rub this out so I've got space to draw the graph. Okay, so draw your axis, label your x and y. Okay, so x, I've got 0, 1, 2, I'll just go up to 3. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3. Okay, so plotting these coordinates, I'm going to have 0, 2, 0 along, 2 up. Okay, 1 and 1.5 is going to be roughly here, and then 2, 1 is going to be roughly here. Okay, so again, draw a straight line through your points and label it, which I've just rubbed out, but it was y is equal to negative a half x plus 2.